So already we have nearly 100 participants.
Ma'am, now it is online, on YouTube online, yeah.
Recording also
YouTube.
start, huh? So should we start, Das sir?
We can
Okay.
start 10 minutes late.
Okay, so welcome all for the weekly online lecture series on satellite meteorology, which is jointly organized by South Asian Meteorological Association (SAMA) and Birla Institute of Technology, Mesra, India. Today we have speaker Ms. Shivani Shah, who is working in Space Application Center ISRO, Ahmedabad. And before we go for the online lecture, I would request Professor Someshwar Das sir, who is Secretary SAMA, to give the welcome address.
Thank you, Dr. Rohini. Am I audible clearly?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Great. So good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to this 19th lecture on satellite meteorology. Well, today's dignitaries, President of SAMA, AVM, Professor Tyagi Saab, the Chairman of the Advisory Panel of the lecture series, Bhatia Saab, and the members of the advisory panel of the lecture series, Dr. Baby Simon, Dr. Kapilyal, and our organizing committee members, Dr. Swagata is there. Well, I can see Dr. Dubey Prakash, of course, and today's speaker, Mrs. Shivani Shah. We welcome you all on behalf of the South Asian Meteorological Association and the Birla Institute of Technology, Ranchi. As you know, this is a joint lecture, and we are almost at the end of the lecture series because today is the first time Mrs. Shivani Shah is delivering a lecture to us. Therefore, I'd like to say something more about this lecture series. This is our third effort on capacity building the South Asian countries as well as the member countries of the non-aligned movement. So altogether, people from about 60 countries have registered for this course. About 1,800 people have registered, although not all of them attend live, but about 200 to 300, I think, on an average, they attend on live. And rest of them, they watch on the YouTube because all the lectures are archived also on the YouTube. So this is being live streamed on the YouTube. Our lectures have very high popularity because we see that more than 2,500 people have viewed the lectures in the past, especially the initial first lectures have been viewed by that many people, and even the last lecture is also viewed by about 150 people. And as the days passes, the number of viewers, they also increase. So this is the popularity of the lecture series. Usually at the end of the lecture, all the participants will ask they will keep asking the questions on the question box, and at the end of the lecture, our volunteers will take up those questions, and then the speaker will answer those questions. So I hope that all of you are enjoying the lecture series and regularly attending it, because attendance is very, very important. We have kept a norm that minimum 75% attendance is required to appear in the test, which will be conducted at the end of the lecture series. The test will be multiple choice questions, and based upon the scores received by the candidates in the final test, they will be given also grade certificates like outstanding or excellent, very good, etc. So I'm sure that we have got very interesting lectures, and today's lecture is also equally important because most of you, besides working on various problems, you keep looking for the data, the satellite data especially. And today, Mrs. Shivani Shah is going to tell you how to access the satellite data of not only ISRO but also many other satellites which are archived on the MOSDAC website. So please enjoy the lecture. Have a good time, and on to you, madam.
Thank you, sir. Now I request AVM Professor Dr. Ajit Tyagi sir, who is President SAMA, to please deliver his address.
Yeah. Thank you, Rohini. And I join Professor Someshwar Das in welcoming all our participants and thank Chairman Advisory Panels, Bhatia Sahab, and the members, Dr. Thaplial, Dr. Baby Simon, who have guided this program. And we are reaching the culmination of this program, which had we had 20 lectures planned, and today is the 19th lecture. And starting from the basics, the applications in various weather situations to the use of the data. And this, I'm happy that all key centers who have data with them, the satellite data, the repository of the satellite data, we were able to introduce this to the participants, be the SAC, which is MOSDAC, a leading center, as Somesh has brought out, of the Meteorological Oceanographic Satellite Data Archival Center, which stores data not only of the Indian satellites, but the satellites from other centers also. And then we had from the NRSC, the Bhuvan, which provides also a valuable data, not only of the meteorology, but associated land surface hazards and many other data is there, which is useful to the students, researchers, every like. And also the India Med department, where they insert 3 data of various products, RGB and rapid. So all these have been introduced. They are useful. So apart from the applications, the research part also, the students who want to take up the research, this valuable data is available, and it's freely available. Most of the data is accessible once you log into the MOSDAC site, and you can get the data. So it's a wonderful resource which we are thankful to ISRO and IMD who is providing. And Shivani Shah had been instrumental in managing this powerful data center. So my congratulations to her and compliments also, doing a good job. She has been recognized, her work has been recognized, including the IMS award also there, and the ISRO's number of awards she has received. So I'm happy that she's delivering this talk today, and also will be demonstrating how the data can be accessed. So make best use of it, and so that not only for this talk alone, thereafter also make use of this lecture to access the data, and make best use of it. So all the best.
Thank you, sir. Now I request Dr. Divya Prakash, who is also ECT member of SAMA, to please kindly introduce our speaker of today.
Thank you, ma'am. Good afternoon, one and all present here. So today's expert is Ms. Shivani Shah. So Ms. Shivani Shah obtained her Master of Computer Application degree in the year 1996 from Gujarat University. She joined the Space Application Center, Ahmedabad in 1998. Presently, she is working as Scientist G and Web Administrator of ISRO Geoportal MOSDAC, storehouse of all ISRO weather and ocean satellite data. Ms. Shivani Shah has major contributions in the conceptualization, development, and operational of many WebGIS-based weather and ocean information services through MOSDAC portal. She is also the principal investigator for development of retrieval algorithm for cloud mask using INSET 3D and 3DR data under IMDPS and MMDRPS project, which are operational at IMD New Delhi. She is a member of the science team for various ISRO satellite data science and application program for Kalpana InSat 3D, 3DR, OceanSat, 3 Saral, Megatropic, and StatSat satellite. Currently, she is also the Deputy Project Director, Operations Director of the Operations, Archival and Dissemination of ISRO's satellite data from InSat 3D, 3DR, EOS 07 and EOS 06. She is the ISRO nominated member for various international science group such as GSICS and ISRO NOAA Data Exchange. She has received 3 ISRO Team Excellence Awards in the year 2008, 2011, and 2013. And she has also received the SAT Excellence Award in the year 2023. Co-author for the IMS Award for Best Paper published on atmospheric measurement, observation and technologies for 2011 and 12. So we are very much thankful to you, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Divya. So now I request Shivani ma'am to please share her screen and she can start her presentation.
Yeah, good afternoon all. I think I'm audible.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So shall we start? Thank you all for giving a good background about the entire program, and also madam for giving a introduction about me, and seeing all the stalwarts here of meteorology. I feel very really worried how my lecture will be going on, but I'll try my best to give a feel of what MOSDAC actually is, and what we at MOSDAC are contributing to the meteorology and oceanographic field. So I'll share my screen. Uh, is my screen visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So I'll start with the presentation and then I'll move on to the live demo. Okay. I think there is some issue in the this thing. I'll go from here and do an F11. Okay, I'm going instead of the PPT, I'm going for the PDF. So you won't be able to see the animations because PPT I think is taking some time for loading. Still there is an issue. Okay, so we'll anyway go for the this thing. Okay, so today good afternoon everyone. Today we are going to I am going to give a presentation on the present and the future meteorological satellites from ISRO and their products available from MOSDAC and their applications in the real time. Okay, so already I think this is this is the towards the end of the your complete session. I'm towards the end of the session I'm presenting. So I think you already had a lot of presentations on the meteorological, the weather, different satellites, different applications being carried out using these satellite data from ISRO. You had lectures on nowcasting applications, the cyclone applications. So I won't go into the background of all those applications, the detailing of it, but then I'll only touch upon the what are the satellite data we are providing from MOSDAC and the services, the information services available from MOSDAC. So MOSDAC basically it stands for Meteorology and Oceanographic Satellite Data Archival Center, and we are basically providing this data services since 2006. Okay. And initially for the from 2006 to 2008, we were disseminating only the international satellite data. And then from 2008, the Bhopal Earth Station was established, and we started receiving the the Kalpana 1 and the INSET 3A data sets. And then we started disseminating this data products to the users from 2009. Okay, so from 2009 onwards, the satellite data is being disseminated to the users and we now have a global reach of all the national and international users, and we have more than 11,000 registered users on MOSDEC. Apart from the other, like we have, as you can see, we have a lot of global hits, and we also have access global. We have different categories of users. We have the government organizations. We have the researchers from various universities who are the our registered users, and we have different other categories, and we have around 92% of the users are national and 8% are international, which includes the UMET, SET, the NOAA, NASA, KNMI, etc. So we have different categories of users at MOSDAC. And as my topic, there was one, this is one slide showing the different, this you might have already been, some of the presenters might have already shown you, but I'm repeating it because to show that these are the different satellites launched by ISRO, where we have different applications from land, starting from the land applications. Then we have the Kato series of high resolution satellites, which are providing to construct the DEMs, then various thematic maps. These high resolution satellites were launched by ISRO. Then we have various ocean related application satellites and the weather related application satellites. And over the period, the there is an improvement at the spectral resolutions, the spatial resolutions, and the temporal resolutions. And you are all aware that because there's improvement in all these resolutions, that definitely this has impacted improvement in the weather forecasting. Okay. So these are the satellites which are already launched by ISRO, and then and at MOSDAC we are providing these satellite data, like from the Kalpana 1 satellite from June 2008 onwards. So all these satellites, like we at present we are providing these satellite data, and at present we have the EUS-06, EUS-07, INSET 3D and 3DR. These satellite data are received in real time right now at MOSDAC. Other satellite data, like the I'm not going into you are all aware this Kalpana 1, INSET 3A, 3D, 3DR, they are all geostationary satellites, and they're providing every half an hour information. 3D and 3DR, they're working in the staggered mode. So when I'm going to give my live demo, I'll show you what these the 15-minute staggered mode satellites data, different satellite data products are available. So these data sets are received at the Bhopal Earth Station at MOSDAC, and then in near real time, within 15 minutes after they are received, they are disseminated to the users in real time. Then similarly, EUS-06 data sets and EUS-07 data sets, they are received at in NRSC, and then at NRT they are received here. Then we produce the science products, as well as the level 2 products for MHS datasets and disseminate to the users. So we have different satellite missions. This I'm not going into details right now, but in the demo I'll show where each of the satellite data products we have the payload pages and the corresponding document pages where the user can read about what the different payloads are there in this satellite and the different data products available and how to handle this data, how are the different algorithms used for retrieving the different products available on MOSDAC. Okay. And as I was telling you, we have different reception chains, one at NRSE, some at ISRO, some at Gopala station, and the data reception is received. Then there's a data processing set up at MOSDAC, where as soon as the data is received at MOSDAC, it is automatically processed. Then we have a data archival and dissemination set up at MOSDAC and directly uploaded on MOSDAC. And the entire chain here, whatever I'm showing to you, is an automated process without any manual intervention. So the starting from the data reception to the data archival and dissemination to the user and visualization of that data on the MOSDAC is an entire automatic chain. So at MOSDAC, we do the data dissemination in different methods. We have a user order processing system where the user can order archive data set and then it will be available on a MOSDAC FTP site. We also have a subscription-based NRT mode dissemination under the user order processing system. So where the user can place a standing order that suppose if he needs a particular product, a rainfall product, he can put a request for the next 100 days saying that as soon as the data of Inset 3D comes for the next half an hour, it will be pushed automatically to that particular FTP site. So thereby, you don't need to come every time on MOSDAC site. You have a subscription and it will be available on your automatically on your FTP. Then we have another category where it is called the open data, where you have different science products available. And for these science products, only once you have registered, there's no need for any ordering. It will be available directly as an HTTPS access. Then we also provide to the users, operational agencies. We have a lot of MOUs with many private vendors where they are using these API services where the different web information services and the satellite data is provided as an API to them as an API service. Then we also provide web map services because a lot of all our data is published in WebGIS platform. So we provide the web map services to the different users. We also provide email-based alert services. These type of services are useful for the ship navigation, especially where the bandwidth is very low, and so there it is very advantageous if we provide very small bandwidth email-based services. So, we have an application where the forecast, the ocean state forecast, if the ship is providing you the lat long on the email, automatically the forecast is sent as in a compressed form to the user back as an email message. Then we also have the real simple syndicate RSS feeds where the user can subscribe and any update of the satellite data will go as a subscription notification to them. We also provide a cloud-based push services like basically NASA NOAA. We are providing the Inset 3D, 3DR data set in real time to them through the AWS S3 bucket. So these are the different UOPS data dissemination techniques available on MOSDAC. And for each of the product on MOSDAC, we have around more than 200 different products are available. And all these products, we have a digital object identified for each of the product. And we provide, apart from these satellite data is provided to the national and international agencies as well as the operational agencies. And then we have different information services like we have the weather forecasting services, the ocean forecasting services, the cyclone information services. Now, these services, basically our mandate here is to disseminate the data, satellite data in real time to the users. But howsoever, for the research purpose, the scientists at Space Application Center, they are using this satellite data and doing the research in the field of weather and cyclone and the ocean information products. And then if the research for that research products in an experimental mode are also disseminated through MOSDAC, where satellite data plays a key role. Okay. And then we have an interactive visualization tool called Live, which is called the Let's Interactively Visualize the Earth Live. And then also we have provided a data analytics online tool called MOSDAC, which where the user, there is no need for like once the user is ordered and the data, it will be available on a particular directory, and if he logins through MOSDAC platform, then that data, and there's a Python based tool available through the Jupyter notebook, where the user can write small Python programs, do the data processing for that particular data set, and take back only the processed output. There is no need for downloading the entire data set. They can process the data and take back only the research outputs. Okay, so these type of platforms are. So now there is a many of the services, like if you talk about the images, or if the user is only interested in the images, then there is no need to sign up on MOSDAC. But if you are interested in the actual digital data, then using the UOPS or the open data, then there is a small sign up form where the user needs to sign up, and then the account will be approved. The account is approved in different categories. Yeah. One is a general user, where the account user will have an access of the data with a 3-day latency, and one is a privileged, and he will not have an access of the standing order. So, and the other is a privileged user, where the user can get the access of the data in real time. Okay. So these are the different satellite products. With and they are all WMO compliant metadata. These data is stored in a WMO compliant metadata format, and each product, as I told, has a DOI. And apart from the satellite data, we also receive in situ observations. Like we received the DWR data sets from ISRO radars, from TERLS, from Sriharikota, and from Cherrapunji. The TERLS data sets and Cherrapunji, and they are received at every 10 minutes interval. And using the DWR data sets also, we have some applications in real time which are at MOSDAC. Then we have some AWS stations, automatic weather stations data also received at MOSDAC, and these data sets also are disseminated as an API as well as a user order processing to the users. So, and these AWS data sets are received at every 15 minutes interval. Now, talking about the open data, we have a lot of land-related applications, atmospheric applications, and the ocean applications, where these different data sets are available. And as you can see, like you have different categories, like you have the, and these are all research products. Okay, there is some value addition being done. Like if I have the oceanic eddies detection, we have the data sets from 1983 till 2023. All the data sets are updated, and it is available as a netcdf file directly user can download. Similarly, we have the DWR volumetric product, which is a 3D volumetric product available on MOSDAC. So that also the user can download. So there are other different categories of open data products. And then moving on to the different near real-time applications, this audience doesn't require a background of why the satellite data is needed for weather prediction. But we at Space Application Center are doing a lot of applications using the satellite data, for tropical cyclones, for fog, for extreme weathers, okay, wind retrieval, and I'll in the few slides I'll show you the glimpses of that, and then we'll move on to the live demo. So as you're all aware that India is highly vulnerable to the disasters, and around 2 to 5% of there's a 2 to 5% of the loss, economic loss, due to the every year due to the disasters in India. So it's very important to monitor the disasters, and satellites play a very key role in all these. So at MOSDAC, we are providing different types of weather applications, starting from the high resolution short range forecast. We also provide the long range forecast as well as the nowcast things. So for the short range forecast, we have the forecast. We give the forecast at every 5 kilometer resolution over the Indian region and the surroundings for the next 72 hours every 3 hours. Okay. And the different parameters available from these forecasts are temperature, humidity, cloudiness, the wind speed, the wind direction, the rainfall, etc. And here we are providing the application called City Weather provides a location specific forecast. So as you can see on the down panel, we have a synoptic view where the entire domain is shown and the different parameters the user can select. You have on the right side top, you have a T5 plot because we are getting the vertical information. So this T5 plot also, for any location, the user can click and get the T5 plot. And you have a location specific information. So any point in this domain, if the user clicks, he'll get a time series plot, a meteogram of each of the different cities available. You have a location specific information for different, more than 3,000 cities are highlighted. Howsoever, since this is a WebGIS based application, you can zoom in and click on any of the point and you will get the information for that point. Then we also provide, using the WRF weather forecast model, we are also providing the heat and the heat wave forecast as well as the cold wave forecast for the next 24 and the 48 hours. We have also designed alert and forewarning portal for the different Indian states and the Southeast Asian countries. Uh, uh, that is like the user can select the drop down for different, like Afghanistan, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, Maldives, Nepal. So all these Bhutan, all these countries the user can select, and for that particular country the user can also get the weather forecast and the nowcast parameters and the satellite observations. And then talking about the heavy rainfall for nowcast, we are updating using the INSAT 3D observations. There is a model developed which is giving a forecast nowcast for the next 6 hours. Okay, that is every half an hour. As soon as we receive the INSAT 3D data, the nowcast is given of probability of any heavy rainfall event of in the next 6 hours. Okay, and this is that is the validity is for the next 6 hours, and it is updated every half an hour. In this domain, the entire Southeast Asian countries are also covered in the domain, and it is updated every half an hour. Along with this, we are giving the radius of influence and other information also, and the cities impacted. Then we have also, so as you can see this, we have also developed one recently, INSAT 3D based hydro estimator nowcaster, where we are also giving the rainfall nowcast. Okay, here we were giving the only the probability that okay, there is a probability of a heavy rainfall using the INSAT 3D. That okay, there is a probability, and what is the radius of influence. But here we have now recently in the month of July we launched this INSAT 3DR based hydro estimator rainfall, where we are actually giving the contours of the rainfall for the next 6 hours. Okay, So next, and updated every half an hour. Okay. So this is basically a rainfall nowcasting system. Then we also have a cloudburst forecasting system where using the inset 3D images, this is all the earlier the nowcast is valid for the all India and the surrounding regions. Cloudburst is only available over the Uttarakhand and the Himachal region, and this cloudburst is also updated every half an hour. And here we also have at MOSDAC latest land use land cover data which can be overlaid in the WebGIS application, and the user, as I've shown you on the left hand side, a pie chart, where using that, like suppose if there is a cloudburst event somewhere, the user can click and see what are the surrounding areas nearby and see the reason of the impact on that. Like suppose if there is a hilly terrain, then what will be the impact? What if it is a plain area, a forest area? So that types of 18 different classifications of the data set is available at MOSDAC. And interactively, the user can do the analysis. Then that was about the nowcast. And earlier I talked about the WRF forecast. And now this is pure observations of the rainfall. So since INSAT 3D is and 3DR are giving you observations of at every half an hour interval. So an algorithm is developed at Space Application Center where for the Indian landmass at subdivision level, the using the INSAT 3D observations, where is for the previous half an hour, what are the areas at every 4-kilometer resolution? What are the areas where you have had an observation of a heavy rainfall? And this is updated, and it is again a WebGIS based application, and user can interactively see for the previous entire archive till from 2013 onwards, every half an hour, what is the heavy rain observed using the satellite data. Then moving on to the cyclone information services, that is Scorpio. Now, Scorpio stands for Satellite Based Cyclone Observations and Real Time Prediction over the Indian Ocean. At MOSDAC, since we are receiving the EOS-06 spectrometer data in real time, so using that wind vector data sets from EOS-06, we have automated a process of cyclogenesis, and with the help of the AOSD scientists. And as soon as there is a signal of cyclogenesis using the EOS-06 datasets, we provide an alert on Scorpio as well as through email to the concerned scientists that okay, there is a chance of a cyclone being formed in the next 3 to 4 days. So with the lead time of the 3 to 4 days, you can start monitoring that if there is a cyclone being formed in the Indian Ocean. Okay, and as soon as the cyclone is formed, then we start giving the forecast, like we give the track forecast, we give the ship avoidance region forecast, we give the cyclone centric images, we give the cyclone intensity forecast images, we give the storm surge forecast, we give the coastal inundation forecast. So all these types of different forecast we are giving, and this is updated on over the Indian region every 12 hours. Okay, so these types of forecasts, as you can see in the animations, are being updated at MOSDAC. And we also provided animation of the cyclones using the INSAT 3D. Then I was talking about the live application. So here interactively, the user can visualize the model data, in situ observations, the satellite data, the forecast, the climatology, all at one platform, and also do a 2D or 2.5D animation of the products as seen here. And then there is a MOSDAC application where it is mosdac.gov.in/mosaic, where the registered user can come and on a Python-based interactive computing environment like Google Colab, the user can process the data at MOSDAC and take back all the results. Okay. So now I've given you a presentation. I'll move on now to quickly move on to the live presentation. Hello.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Please.
Yeah. Now I'm moving on to the live presentation because I didn't want. So now I'll. So now is my MOSDAC screen visible?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. It is visible. Yeah.
Okay. So now I'm live now on internet, and this is the screen mosdac.gov.in. And if you click on this screen, you can see that the live insat observations are available, and it is available for 1500. Okay, that means it is all a real-time visualization. This is your satellite image gallery, okay, and where the user can view the images in real time. Okay, so now here, like as you can see, this is inside 3D, and you have different products available from here, and the user can click on any of the satellites and the products, like say inside 3D had imager, then you have different products, you have standard products, which are these. This is the coverage of inside 3D, okay, and as you can see, these are the timings. Now, if I change the number of frames from here and go to 48 frames, you can see every half an hour. This timing is in IST, and 1500 means starting of the acquisition. Like suppose if my acquisition starts at this particular point, okay, then the time tag given to each of the file is 1500 will be here, and it takes 26 minutes for the entire acquisition to get completed. Okay, so after 26 minutes, the acquisition will be completed, and then it takes around 15 minutes for the processing of the data. Okay, so your 1500 file will be completed at 1526. The acquisition will be completed, and by 1545, it is available on MOSDAC site. Okay, so around 15 minutes it will take for all the raw data from the raw data to the data reception chain. There is a data reception chain where they will separate all the channels. That is, you have insert 3D imager has 6 bands of that is basically two. One is visible band, one is the MIR, one is a SWIR band, the TIR1, TIR2, and the water vapor. So it will separate all these bands data sets and then convert it into a level 0 product. From there, you have a data processing chain where you have the geometric and the radiometric corrections being done, and then you provide a level 1 product after corrections, geocoded and in a SDF format. And then you have the level 2 where you have different geophysical products like rainfall. Like these are all standard products. See, these standard products are all these products. Okay, you have different products available. Okay, then you have the geophysical products. There's a big list. You have the land surface temperature, the rainfall, the outgoing long wave radiation, the HEM hydro estimator rain, the GHI, the GMI, the cloud product, the GHI product, then the PET product, the snow product, fog product. All these different products are available every half an hour from these satellites. And now if suppose the user is interested to check for any product for any particular date, okay, then the user can click over the calendar here and go back to the calendar, any date of interest, and then for that particular date the image will be loaded. Okay, so any date the user can select and browse through and see. I selected September 6th, so that data is there, and you can zoom in, zoom out like if I select any product, standard product or any product, and I get for that particular date, you can zoom in, zoom out these image. You can save this image, okay, or copy it, paste it, save the image simply. It will be downloaded as a JPEG image. Okay. And you can change the number of frames from here. You can share this link on WhatsApp or Yahoo. So directly, and next time when you open it, it will open up with this particular image. Okay. You save it as a favorite, so it will open up that particular image. Like suppose if the user is interested only in the blended product or some special product, then they can select that particular product. So this is a blended product from visible as well as the IR product. So this product the user can select, zoom in, zoom out, save the image. Now this is for inside 3D. You have different categories. We also have some daily products. Okay. These are some special products. We also have some daily products. Okay. And then also we have Southeast Asian countries products, special products. Okay, this is Afghanistan. Then we have Bangladesh. We have for Bhutan. So all different types of products for every half an hour it is updated. Like if I select insert 3D then your reception. So now insert 3DR is, you can see the reception. This because I have selected September. I wanted to show you. I'll refresh and show you because I wanted to show you the real time imagery. Since I've selected a different. Okay, now I'm selecting inside 3DR. Fine. So now inside 3DR, your current reception is at 15:15. Okay, so I told you that 15:15 if the reception starts, then it will end at 15 after 26 minutes, and then after processing, it will be available less than 15 minutes on MOSDAC. So it is almost a near real time product. So within 15 minutes, the data is available on MOSDAC, and this also every half an hour. The product is available every half an hour. So inside 3D receptions are at 0:30, 1:30, and the 3DR receptions are at 00:15, 00:45, 1:15, 1:45, so on. Okay, so daily we are receiving 48 different products from Insert 3D and 48 from Insert 3DR. So every 15 minutes, and whenever there is a cyclone, during the cyclones, one of the satellite will work in a rapid scan mode. Rapid scan, by rapid scan I mean that one of the satellite will give you observations, that is Insert 3DR will give you an observations every 4 minutes over the cyclonic period. So suppose I don't remember, there was one cyclone in December, first week or second week. Let me check. I'll check out the site, and if you remember, you tell me. I don't remember. I'm in November. I'll check it from here and then let you know. Wait a minute. So Biparjoy was there on 7th of June. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll go to the this site. And check for the June later. So fine. So this is your rapid scan. So every 4 minutes you are getting this rapid scan. So during the cyclone period, your scans are every 4 minutes. Yeah. And so this is your satellite image gallery where you can browse and see all the different satellites data from even you have the, this is your insert 3D 3DR 3DR. Again you have the imager and the sounder products. You have the different standard products, the geophysical products, the special products, the bin products are your daily products. Okay, so daily OLR, daily HEM, daily GPI products, these are all available from MOSDAC. And then you can save these images. And then you have the US06, the spectrometer products. You have, this is your analyzed wind vector product, daily analyzed wind vector. We also have uh, uh, these different daily sigma naught product, the daily gamma naught product. All these sets of different products are available. Then we have some value added products. Okay, so these are your value added products, the analyzed winds, the daily analyzed 6 hourly analyzed winds, the sigma naught, gamma naught over land, the brightness temperature products. All these products are available from US06. I'm not going into the details of each of the product because time is short. So this is your satellite image gallery where the user can browse and have a look at the different products. Then if you want to, so this was the gallery images, but if you want the actual satellite data, then you need to have a small sign up form where the user needs to fill up that particular form and submit the form. Once you are registered on MOSDAC, then you need these are the different data access categories. One is your order data where the user needs to log in, and then once once your account is approved, you need to log in to the site. I'll show you one product. Okay, and you'll get the actual digital data. So images for any weather informations, you don't need any login on MOSDAC, but for actual digital data download, you need a login on MOSDAC. So here you are here. If you need an archive product or satellite product, you need to come here, select any particular product. Like suppose I'm interested in Insert 3D product, just click on Insert 3D and imager, all the imager products will be listed. You can go and select any particular product. Like if I am selecting a level 1 product or level 2 product or rainfall, I can do a keyword search also. Like, and if I am interested only in the rainfall product, then it will show all the rain based products. The response is a bit so IMC, GPI, Daily Pet, all these products are available. Now I can select any product. I'll show you one product. Okay. So you can select any date. Okay, I'm selecting the current date. You can go backdated also. I'm selecting current date. And if you want the data in HDF5 or GeoTIFF, select that. You want only the product, that is the HDF5 product. Also, you want a JPEG images, fine, select that. And then you add it to the cart. Once it is added, it will show you the different file names. Now, your 3D IMG is 3D is insert 3D, IMG is the imager, 13 Jan 2024 is your date, 0000 is your time in GMT. Okay, the time tag for the files is in GMT. However, in the gallery it is in IST converted 5:30. So 00 GMT is your time. Your L2B is your level 2 product. L1 means level 1 product, standard product. B is for the per pixel product. P is for the process point product. Okay. G is for the graded product, and IMC is the product name. Now all these details are available under mission pages. Okay, if you go to the mission pages and under Inset 3D, as I was showing you in the PPT, you have different documents and the descriptions available. So if you go click on the documents, you have the product format document, you have the algorithm theoretical basis document, the different softwares by which you can open the HDF products. All these details is available here. Okay, so the user can go through these and even what is L1, what is L2, the file naming convention, everything that is available on the documents. So now just click, you select all these products and just place the order, okay, by agreeing, and just place the order and confirm, and the order is placed. Okay, so thank you for ordering, and your order ID is this. Now if you click on the status here and see the archive product status, response is a bit slow, it's taking some time. Fine. Now, okay. Meanwhile, I wanted to show you anyway, but the download is completed, data is available. But I wanted to show you, if here it will show you the status. If your data set is long, it will say that it is running, partially completed, okay, or completed. Once it is completed, or even if it is a partially completed thing, I'll show you how to download the data. See, the entire thing first, once you sign up, you'll get a approval. Once your account is approved, you'll get a email verification link. Once you have verified your email, you'll be able to order this data. Now, once your order is completed, you will get a notification on your mail that this is the way you can download the data. Okay, so there are different methods of downloading the data sets which will be available on in your email communication, but I'll show you one. Okay, so you can use your WinSCP or FileZilla or any LFTP. The data is available to the user in a SFTP. Okay, so you can use any FTP client which is a freeware or and okay. So now I'm showing you an LFTP base. So here this is your WinSCP software. Here you have to write. I'm writing because I'm on the thin client. Otherwise, you have to write ftp.mosdac.gov.in and your same username and password, which is same as what is your MOSDAC login password. Okay, and then if you go to the order category and see that your order is here. Okay, so all the data sets which I had ordered, the IMC products are available here, and just you drag and drop them and it will be downloaded. Okay, if you are using a script, you can use an LFTP or a wget, okay, for downloading. So this is a very simple process of downloading the data sets. So now I'm this is again I'm telling, if you need a digital data for any visualization purposes, you don't need to sign up on MOSDAC. Okay. So then similarly your data access, like suppose if you are accessing the open data or any forecast like open data. I'll show you open data. Suppose if I am interested in any of the open data products, then just click on the data set is available as a, just click here, and since I have already logged in, it otherwise ask you a login, and then just click on any of the product, and that particular PNG or bin file directly you can download. Right, it is downloaded here. So any digital data you want, then you need to log in on MOSDAC. Otherwise, for any this thing, you can directly browse through. Okay. So that is all about, like suppose you want a forecasted file, that is WRF forecast or the OSF forecast files as a digital format data, then also you can directly go here, click on the WRF forecast, and all these WRF forecast files you can click and download the data sets. Okay. So for any data sets access, you need to log in on MOSDAC. Okay. So now I'll quickly move on. We have different categories of satellite image gallery. The weather is forecast gallery. So this is your WRF forecast in a synoptic view. It is available. Similarly, the gallery is available. All the forecast parameters at every 5 kilometer resolution, different parameters are available. Select any one of them. You can go backdated and see the weather forecast. Similar to the weather forecast, we are also providing the ocean state forecast. So this ocean state forecast for the next 5 days, every 6 hourly, different parameters are available. Like this is your sea surface currents. Then you have the sea level anomaly. Okay, the mean wave high period, the swell, all these different parameters, the significant wave height, all these products are available for Indian as well as global. Okay, both, and the digital file is available under the data access. Parameters are available under gallery view also. So user can go through the gallery for this, and then radar, as I was telling you, that we are receiving the radar data, and this data set digitally also is available on MOSDAC, and the image as a part of the image gallery. Okay, so all different products are available to the user, and then they can go backdated and change the frames and see the animation. Now I quickly move on to some of the applications. So how much time I have been left? Accordingly, I can plan. Hello.
Yes, ma'am. Please complete in next 5-10 minutes.
Okay. So what I'll do is, I'm not going into the forecast services and the nowcast services. This I have already shown. I'll show you one live application where interactively the user can, and the Scorpio application. Okay. I will show you quickly the live application. Okay. Where the user can interactively visualize the inset 3D, 3DR, different satellite products, and analyze different products. Who's all the application? There is some issue. I am audible, but I think
Yes, ma'am.
there is some issue. Oh, tag is gone. Tag is down or what? Mhm.
I think internet connection is not stable.
Yeah, there is some issue.
Yeah, ma'am.
There is one file download going on. So you can close that also. That may be taking up some of the speed.
I think no, there is. I think Pradeep, it is hanged. The situation is I'm not able to do anything.
Yeah.
It is all hanged.
लॉग आउट नहीं हो गया ना?
नहीं.
Yeah, it seems log out हो गया दिव्या.
No, she is logged in from another ID, I think. Her name is visible.
Okay.
She's logged in from mobile, I think. Her thin client is hanged, so she's restarting that.
Okay. I'm calling
Okay,
her.
by that time we can announce to the participants that you can type your questions related to today's presentation, even the technical things, how to make a login. Sometimes I know that a lot of people has some issue related to login as well. So feel free to ask all these questions. And I've received also 4 to 5 questions. So after the presentation, we'll address all these questions with ma'am.
Hello.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. You are audible.
I'm audible now. Finally,
Yeah, ma'am. Please
share
continue.
screen.
Yeah.
I'm coming out. Live, live.
Recording in progress.
My screen is visible, no?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so I'll quickly show you the live application where the data sets you are receiving at Inset, and I've shown you the gallery, but here you can interactively visualize them. Okay, so here, as you can see, this is your interactive WebGIS based application where a user can, this is your latest Inset 3D imagery. Okay, the user can click and add different layers from here. Like you can add the satellite data, the ground observations, the forecast, the climatology analysis, all these things user can interactively visualize, select. Like suppose the satellite data, if I select the satellite data, I can select any standard or geophysical product. Like suppose if I select Inset 3D, I select the any of the bands data sets. Okay, and then add that particular layer. If I select any geophysical product, I can select and add, like suppose land surface temperature product, I can add it as a layer. Okay. Then I can add other layers also. Okay, this is your land surface temperature. I can add global. Suppose I am interested in the global ocean products. I can select that. So I'll go and select the US 06. Okay. And I select the spectrometer or any daily OLR, any product I can select and then click on that. So different layers, and then I can do a 2.5D animation of that. Okay. So this is your 2.5D animation. You can rotate, you can change the opacity of each of the layers. Okay, like this is there, and then you can rotate them and visualize over the entire globe. I'll add on the climatology also on this. So live ये इसके बीच में आ रहा है, इसके बीच में क्यों आ रहा है? Okay, I'll show you by adding one of the global product. Okay, that is 25-kilometer wind product if I'm adding. Okay, now I've added that. Okay, so this is your global analyzed wind product. The entire, it is you can zoom in, zoom out. You can just do it 3D this thing. Okay, I'm changing the opacity of tier 1 and increasing the opacity of this one, zooming in, and then playing it as an animated one. Okay, so the complete global analyzed wind vector product, you can do any layer, any standard product, geophysical product, in situ observations, all these things, any layer you can combine in this live application. Okay, so this is all highly an interactive tool where the user can click and visualize any product. Okay, so this is your and you can do a lot of things in life. One is, yeah, you can do the like quick layers are there where the user can overlay the winds. Okay, the windy GFS forecast winds can be overlaid. So whenever there is a cyclone or any formation, any circulation, the winds can be seen. Then you can overlay the cloud burst and the heavy rainfall product. You can overlay the rip current forecast. You can overlay the AWS temperature over that. Okay, then you can do a lot of tools are there available where you can measure you can search for particular any product. You can see the region growing. You can see the area, calculate the area, the distance. All those tools are available. You can do an animation of the satellite products and save that animation. You can do analysis, like you can do a vertical profile. If you want to plot, then you can plot a vertical profile. You can do the time series of that particular product. You can, if you want to visualize how the clouds are growing, then you can see the region of growing clouds. Okay, and then for any product, the legend, you can change the legend. You can play with the legends. You can say that, okay, this is a grayscale if you want to show it as a rainbow, or any other this thing you can do with this live application. So a lot of interactive visualization can be done, and this live application is available only for previous 90 days of data is available on this live. Basically, only for the near real-time applications visualization, this is there. So every day, as soon as we receive the half an hour data, before 90 days, the data is automatically deleted. So all the products, we can change the dates and analyze those dates also. You can change different dates data. See, from the calendar, you can change the dates. Okay, you can overlay different base maps, administrative boundaries. Okay, overlay different base maps. The vector layers are available for dams, airport, all those things. Different GIS applications are available on this web application. And now I'll show you in another 2 minutes the another application, which is so you have different this is one Scorpio application where we are giving this cyclone forecast. Okay, so where again using the Inset 3D 3DR, we are giving in observations, and then we have an archive of all the cyclones over the from last 2013 to 2023. And for any cyclone, the user can click and browse through for that particular year. The user can go browse through. Like last year, we had so many cyclones. So any cyclone, if you click, you will get the best track of the cyclone and along with the intensity. Okay, this is your intensity. The legends are available here. You can see the cyclone information like the track, the ship avoidance region, the this thing. All these types of different information is available on MOSDAC. So this is highly an interactive visualization available on Scorpio. This I have shown you as an animation in PPT. So I'm not because of the shortage of time, I'm not showing all these in detail. So as I told you, the forecast is available under here. You have the city weather forecast. All these applications are WebGIS based. Okay, the city weather forecast is on point click. You will get at any point. You click, you zoom in, you can overlay different layers. You will get the time series plot. Okay. Similarly, you have the heat wave forecast, the cold wave forecast, the heavy rainfall forecast, the monsoon prediction, long range monsoon prediction over India. Then you have the nowcast, the cloud burst, and the heavy rain forecast. Okay, then you have the current events where you have the AWS WebJS based application and the heavy rain Inset 3D derived heavy rain forecast. Then the alerts are there for the Southeast Asian countries. Then you have the Met applications where you have the Vayu, which is an the air quality monitoring. Then Urja is for solar and the wind forecast. The Varsha is for the rain. Okay, and then you have different soil moisture also, and then different ocean state forecast. This I have not gone deliberately in the ocean applications because we have all the weather meteorologists here. Okay, so I think I have not taken much time. So there is a lot more to show, and I would like all of you to explore MOSDAC site. It is all available in the public domain. And if you have any issues, you can just write to us at admin@mosdac.gov.in. The contact details are given on our site. You can anytime come back to us, and we'll surely like to help you out. Hope this is this demo of mine was useful to you. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, ma'am. This was very informative. Before we go to the question and answer session,
yeah, but I think it is not visible. Wait. Yeah, I mean, increase. Yeah, we can go for the question and answer sessions.
Yeah, before we go, we will just take a picture. So I request all the panelists to switch on their cameras.
Rohini, also to stop that presentation slide. Otherwise,
Yeah.
Please.
Presentation slide is short. Stop it.
Dr. Mohan. Pradeep sir. Dr. Divya, would you like to click?
उसमें चलना पड़ेगा लगता है उनका जो वो काम मीटिंग में कर लो स्टॉप शेयरिंग में आ रहा है
Dr. Divya, would you like to click the pictures? I'm not sure if I can.
Host can do that. Divya, can you do that?
Yeah, I can
I
do
think
this.
that is done.
Yeah, it is done.
Wait a minute. Fatima ma'am is the meaning.
Yeah, Dr. Fatima. Dr. Mohan.
Pradeep sir.
Yes, I am available.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can all click the pictures.
Even we need as a photographer.
MK Das sir.
Lots of rows.
Yeah, Dr. Mohan, you can click.
MK Das is Mohan. MK Das is Mohan.
Yeah. Now I can understand.
And Pradeep sir suddenly cannot understand Pradeep sir because he's popularly known as Thaplial sir. Because I was also suddenly confused. Who is Pradeep sir?
So done.
Okay.
Thank you.
So now I request Dr. Swagata and Dr. Divya to please go ahead with the.
Yeah, first of all, I would like to say, big thanks to ma'am. And also because this is the 19th lecture of the 20 lecture. So usually we do this lecture for the researcher students. I just want to mention Saturday is a holiday, but ma'am went to the office for the better presentation. See the dedication. That's really, a great job, commendable job. So there are a lot of questions already we have received.
Yeah.
And the first question, let's take it from Africa. Does MOSDAC use in other region like Central Africa? It is asked by Cedric. Here's another questions. Okay, so that I can ask later. Ma'am, the question is, does MOSDAC use in other region like Central Africa?
As far as India, you have seen the INSAT 3D, 3DR data products. Okay, some of the African part is covered. We also have the global ocean products. There also the global, the entire globe is covered. Then we also have a global MOSDAC product. Okay, if you go to the satellite image gallery, as time was short, I could not show that. There is we do a merging of the INSAT 3DR and the GOES, since we are receiving the GOES East and the GOES West, that is the GOES 16 and the GOES 18 data sets in near real time every 10 minutes from NASA NOAA, we are generating a global MOSDAC product every half an hour. So that product also is available over your region. So you can use that product also.
The second question, I think you have already covered. That is it possible to download the data from MOSDAC?
I think
So,
I've covered that. I've shown that. That's
yeah,
why
the
initially
method.
I covered how to log in and download the data.
And is this FTP accessible for everyone?
Yes,
So I think
yes.
we logged in.
Again, I'm repeating, once you're a registered user of MOSDAC and you have a user credential, and then you can use from anywhere over the globe.
And then next question is how to download thunderstorm data from Doppler weather radar.
The DWR data, we are not segregating the thunderstorms separately, but the entire DWR data set, every 10 minutes we are receiving from, as I told, from 3 DWRs. So that like TERS data sets, for example, you can go to the order menu, like once you have registered, There, under the order, you have a category called radar. You go to radar category and place the order for that data sets. So from there, you can select that particular date of your thunderstorm occurrence over the Kerala region and the surroundings and download that data.
Is that for all the stations of India or only SAR?
No, no. As I told you, sir, that we are receiving only the 3 DWRs data sets here right now. We are not receiving the other data sets. We are receiving only the ISRO DWR data sets.
The next question is also in my interest. Tell me how I can download lightning data asked by Haripriya query. Tell me how I can download lightning data of any particular region.
Lightning data right now, we are not disseminating from MOSDAC.
Okay. Okay, well, thank you. I think now, Divya, you can proceed for the next few questions.
Yes, sir. Thank you. So, ma'am, thank you. Thank you so much for delivering very nice lecture. So, the question is MOSDAC easily accessible for all users? So, you have given the answer. And any proper PDF for download process, which is helpful for a student or user?
Yes. See, we have a user guide on how to download the data. It is available under the announcements. So if you go to the announcements and an archive is available where you have a proper PDF and also this PDF is available anyway on the MOSDAC site, but this link of this PDF goes when the user orders the data. Okay, when the user is ordering the data, an email goes to the user that of confirmation of the order. There also the link of the PDF is available. So both ways the user can access the user guide, and also we have a lot of FAQs available on our site. So you can get the answers to your questions through FAQs.
Yeah. Oh, now there is no question. So over to you.
No, there is a question. There is a question. Divya, there is a question. Actually, Fatima ma'am has a question. So Fatima ma'am is already in the panelist. So Fatima ma'am, you can directly raise the question. You can directly ask the questions.
You know, unmute your mic. Please unmute your mic. Your mic is mute, Dr. Fatima. Your mic is mute, Dr. Fatima. Please unmute your mic.
Thank you, madam. It's a very good lecture, very informative and very useful. I had one question regarding the inundation images. You showed one, but please explain it a bit elaborately how we could use the inundation map for the cyclone images, inundation images for cyclone.
See, as you are aware, what is coastal inundation during the cyclones? Okay, this is the most hazardous, basically. Okay, inundation caused because of the cyclones. So whenever there is a storm surge, the inundation occurs. Okay, so at what we are doing at MOSDAC, we are giving you the coastal inundation forecast. So we have a advanced circulation model. Using that at CIRC model, we are generating a storm surge forecast, which is giving you the forecast for the next 120 hours every 6 hours. And then we run a coastal inundation forecast model and give you the coastal inundation along the cyclone track. Okay, so during near the coast, how much the coastal inundation would occur. Okay, so I think you are from Bangladesh. Right, I could get that. So any cyclone, we are covering Bangladesh we are monitoring all the Indian Ocean cyclones. So whenever there is a cyclone track, along with the track, we are giving you the inundation forecast also. That forecast is available even as a shape file. Okay, so I showed you the image. Howsoever, on Scorpio, we can also overlay it as a GIS layer. So you can zoom in and see how much actually the inundation will occur in your region. So that you can use it for your disaster monitoring and management.
Thank you, madam.
It will be good. It will be good if you can, Dr. Fatima, if you can go to Scorpio website and just see one of cyclone. The historical cyclones are there. So one of the cyclone of your interest, which covers your region, you can see, and you can see how different forecasts, different informations are provided there.
Actually, unfortunately, I didn't have much time because I had a lot to show. Otherwise, I would have shown you the complete GIS-based or Scorpio application. So, as suggested by Sir, please visit that site. If you have any issues, you can just contact us. The contact details are there. So, just go to the Scorpio site and see how we are giving you the information in GIS platform.
Thank you, madam. We will definitely communicate you. Yes. Thank you.
Can I ask one question?
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
I just thought to ask Shivani, the cloudburst alert that you provide for the Uttarakhand and the Himachal Pradesh. I understand that is from the WRF model products, right?
No, sir. No, sir. No, sir.
No?
I think there was
No,
one lecture from Pradeep from
that
Pipasha.
is purely based on insert 3D imager. This you have time series of this brightness temperature data, and you can see how cloud systems are growing. And this cloud burst event, this is located only over, because we have initially found out which areas are prone to cloud burst. So this cloud burst, this model is run only over those regions, and then you can see the evolution of those cloud, how they are growing, how cloud microphysics is changing over time, and based on that is that cloud bus is provided. It's not WRF.
Oh, I see. So it is not a value addition by the satellite in addition to the NWP model.
Yes, in fact, this has been transferred to IMD also for operation.
There is a model called Netra being developed here by in-house by the scientists at AOSG using the satellite data, and modeling is done, and then this forecast is given.
So,
There is no
Professor Das, actually, our purpose is not to, to provide forecast. That is IMD job. But what we are doing, we are more focusing on application of satellite. Like Scorpio for cyclone, also our major focus is how to utilize satellite data, like scatterometer or INSAT 3D data for cyclone center determination. And that once we demonstrate, and then we transfer that to IMD if they are interested. Like what we have done for even this cloudburst also.
yeah cloudburst and now
And
and
based
the
on the feedback, feedback, then we go on improving that.
So what is the
Is
lead
it
time?
monitoring of the cloudburst after it has occurred, or is it a forecast that
it's
it
a
will occur?
forecast. It's a nowcast, sir. So it is
Forecast
a nowcast.
It is a
for next few
forecast.
hours.
It is
It
a
is a
nowcast.
forecast based on half an hour images of the INSAT 3D. 8 images, INSAT 3D, INSAT 3D are. Half an hour images are used by source approximation technique, and they do some autocorrelation, and then they predict the next image. Okay, this is
If it is predicted, has it been verified after prediction?
yeah, they have
Yes,
verified
sir.
it.
Validation is done. Regular validation is done, sir.
So the lead time is only half an hour, or is it more than that?
No, 4-5 hours.
Every half an hour it is updated for the next 6
Updated.
hours. Next 6 hours.
6 hours.
And
Okay.
what did you find in the verification? Is it how accurate it is?
So the verification is done and event-wise. And there's a paper also by Dr. Pipasha where they have given the figures of verification, and it's quite accurate, sir. I don't right now have the figures with me, but I think Pradeep ji, we had a lecture from Dr. Pipasha about nowcasting.
Yes, we had.
She should have covered that. She should have covered. You can see in YouTube. Her lecture was on that only, probably.
Yeah.
Actually, that is why it has been given to IMD, so that they can. It's been running at IMD for even 1 or 2 years. So even we also, whenever there is a news also that there is some this cloudburst over certain region, we immediately try to verify that also. So there are many sources of verification. That news is one of that, because these days every cloudburst is being reported immediately. That during this time, this place there is cloudburst. So those also we go back and we verify from this model, and she has done that all from IMD reports. And there are what is the probability of detection, what is false alarm rate, everything she has reported in her lecture also.
Analysis
It's a published paper. It's a published paper.
Paper also, yes, paper also there.
And what resolution is the forecast given?
Pardon?
What is the resolution of the forecast?
It is only, it's actually, this is 4
resolution of IR
kilometers.
images.
TR image 4 kilometers. So actually,
4
what
kilometers,
she
yes.
does, the she will also give one forecast over one region and then area of influence, that how far that influence can be there. So when you click on one cloud burst, this alert, it will tell you that which region is focused, that name of that place, and then area of even influence, how far that influence can be there. So those information, once you click on that alert, it will provide you everything there.
That is a very good development. I think it would be even better because a lot of research are still required. Like now, both Himachal Pradesh as well as Uttarakhand has got 3 Doppler radars each, and the Doppler radar provides a 10 minutes scan of the sky. So, and your images are half an hour early. So, if both the images can be merged together and then a final forecast based upon the 2 radar and satellite are made, then I think that would be even much more accurate and better.
Sir,
Yes,
I
yes,
would
yes.
add
Yeah,
here, sir,
definitely.
the Uttarakhand Disaster Management Department, they have an MOU with IIRS Dehradun, and they are using our the heavy rainfall nowcast as well as the cloudburst nowcast through our API. They are accessing it, and they're using it for their disaster management on an operational basis.
Yes. So further improvement is possible only when we have advanced imager like Himawari and other satellites. No. So once we go on to insert 4th generation, then we expect that these forecasts, because this is only tools we are developing. The further improvement is possible only when we go for advanced imager, which will have very good rapid scan, no? Every 30-second type of thing. So we are waiting for that.
That is
A
a great
quick update about the presentation. Around 22 countries has attended today with more than 180 participants.
But I apologize for some of the hindrances because of the net issues. So I could have done it better, but unfortunately there were some issues of the network. So because
No,
of that.
ma'am, it was only in initial phase. That time the presentation didn't start, so it's not a issue at all.
Okay, that's good.
And anyway, the entire presentation will be available on the YouTube, so people can watch as many times they want. Afterwards, so no problem.
Ma'am, a quick question I have. There was an icon of solar and wind. So is it the solar data, is it the surface reaching solar data? Solar and wind. There was an icon. So what data?
Yeah, actually what we are doing is I could not cover that. Fine, I'll take 2 minutes to tell you. We have 2 types of products. One is insect derived solar insulation product. Okay, this is every half an hour available from MOSDAC Insect 3D product, so that you can download as a satellite product. Apart from the satellite product of solar insulation, we are generating a forecast of the next 72 hours every 15 minutes. Okay, so this is your forecast. So there are 2 different products. One is your solar insulation product from derived using Insect 3D 3DR, and other is a WRF based 15 minutes forecast for the next every 15 minutes forecast for the next 72 hours.
Okay, thank you. And one quick last question there is, someone has said, I'm studying climate from health point of view. What can be the relevant variables which data may be available for an area?
For health?
Yeah, I mean that.
I think rainfall anyway will be useful. Others, I don't know. I am not an expert for this, Pradeepji. I don't know. Rainfall, I think, is useful. Wind. We have a long-term data, so climate-related studies you can do, but health and climate relationship, I am not an expert in that.
Yeah,
Actually,
just now I have seen one more.
Mostly like heat waves or even humidity, those type of informations. It's good.
Generally, sometimes some people get asthma aggravated when there is a storm.
Right. AOD, yeah. So most of those products, you can look from that.
So all these products are available on MOSDAC. air quality product, all those things.
Yeah, I'm seeing one questions also. Most probably it is from one of my student, because name came as anonymous. Because because in the class we face a issue to reset the password. So I mean it's also my query. I can say on behalf of my students. Does it take much longer time than the expectation? I mean, it is better to use another.
Our query also, yes.
Yeah, because we face a lot of questions from the students. So usually they use another login, another email ID.
No. So actually, I'll tell you the process of resetting the password is very simple. But the issue which is faced mainly is you have to provide a username or a email registered email ID in that forgot password link. Now that link will come on your registered mail ID. The problem comes with the browsers. The link is sent. If you directly click on that link there, sometimes it will say open the browser and say back to the application. Okay. What I suggest all the users is we have even put this in the FAQ also. Please open that, click on that link, open it, save it as a hyperlink, open it in the new browser window and just press an enter at the end. Okay, this is a browser related limitation. Then it will give you the MOSDAC output. I've seen this, many of the users are having this issue. So I repeat it again, please copy that link, open it in a separate browser window and press enter at the end of the link. Your problem will be solved.
Thanks a lot, ma'am, because yeah, even Rohini told right now, even I faced a lot of time the same issue from the students. So
it's better. Actually, we can go for one frequently asked question. There's one session there that whatever these type of mostly asked questions we can put in the website so that people can easily get.
Already it is under the FAQ. It is available, sir.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
But still, if anybody is having issues, they can call us or write to us, sir.
Somebody was asking about lightning data, but lightning data is generally available from the TRMM website, the LIS data for the last, I think, from 1997 onwards till 2014, and afterwards, I think it is available from the GPM site and also some space stations for the current lightning data. So I don't know whether MOSDAC is also archiving the TRM data or no.
MOSDAC is only for Indian satellite data.
No, sir.
TRM data is over by April 2014. And we are going to plan in our future INSAT GLS, geostationary lightning system. That has to come up. So that is at 700 nanometer we are planning. So that will be...
MOSDAC purpose of MOSDAC is to only store and disseminate data from Indian satellite.
Okay.
We are not right now, since we don't have any lightning sensor with ISRO satellites, we are not disseminating it, sir. But if in the future it comes up, we'll definitely do that.
But user, the person who asked question, for them this is information that Meteosat third generation that also covers Arabian Sea and some part of the Gujarat. So there, this third generation satellite MTG1 I1, it has a lightning mapper which is giving you coverage till this part. So you can explore whether that data is available from Meteosat, this EmetSat archival. So that will be useful for them.
Thank you, ma'am. This is a very interactive session. Now I request Dr. Mohan Kumar Das for a vote of thanks, who is also Joint Secretary Summer.
Thank you, Dr. Rohini. Dear respected participants and esteemed guests, a sincere thank you for being part of the remarkable 19th session in the Satellite Weekly Online Lecture Series on the present and future meteorological satellite and their products availability from MOSDAC, SSC, and their application in real-time weather monitoring and prediction. In our captivating session led by the extraordinary scientist, Ms. Shivani Shah, added immense value and depth to our proceedings. Ms. Shah's wealth of knowledge and expertise as a scientist HG at Space Application Center, Indian Space Research Organization, Ahmedabad, India, shone brightly throughout the session. Your ability to unravel the complexities of meteorological and oceanographic satellites and their application in real-time weather monitoring was truly commendable. The hands-on approach you brought to the discussion provided our audience with practical insights and deeper understanding of the subject matter. Heads up to our outstanding SAMA Executive Coordination Team member, Dr. Deepa Prakash and Dr. Rahulini Bhawar, for leading the session like a dream and sparking engaging discussions. To our diverse global participants, your varied and valuable contribution turned this session into a truly memorable occasion. A heartfelt appreciation to Air Vice Marshal Retired Professor Dr. Ajit Tyagi, Chairman of SAMA, Professor Dr. Somasya Das sir, General Secretary of SAMA, Dr. Asif Bhatia, Dr. Baby Simon, Dr. Pradeep Thaplial, Dr. Fatima Akhtar, and Professor Dr. Swagata Paira for being pillars of support on this enlightening journey. Thank you for joining us on this enriching exploration into the world of satellite meteorology on their application in real-time weather monitoring and prediction. Ms. Shah's expertise has left an indelible mark, and we are truly honored to have had you as a speaker. We look forward to the possibility of future collaborations and the continuation of all your impactful insights in our endeavors with warmth and gratitude. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir.
So request all